everyone, I am Liana with Music Academy International Inc. and welcome to the greatest piano channel on the internet, period. So in this video, I'm gonna do question and answer series. Again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your question. I piled up here lots of questions from your emails and from Facebook and from Instagram and from the Patreon site. So we're having very important questions that needs to be answered correctly from my perspective. So I'm having here question number 1, how to find the right song for me? Good question. Number 2, how to set goals? Very good question. How to practice slow? That's a really good question. Slow and more slow. How to break up the score? Very important. Let's do that. What kind of teacher do I need? Do I need one? Okay, we will see. Then we're having here, how long should I practice? How to learn quick a piece? Okay, we all want quick. Yes, that's gonna come. What to practice in a session? That's good, in a practice session. Then we're having coordination exercises for beginners. Absolutely. Why should I play scales? We're gonna get through it. Why arpeggios and why versions? Why should I learn about arpeggio and inversions? What the heck are them? So we're gonna go there. Chord practice, practice exercise, and ultimately I have one more, classical pieces that I believe you should learn and why. Alright? You like that, right? So give me a like and let's get going with number 1. Hello everyone. So I'm so pleased to have you here again. So this is the series with questions, from you. But this one actually is not about questions. It's about which are my favorite classical songs that I would suggest it for the late beginners or early intermediate to have it in your repertoire, and you can play it anytime because they're famous and they're beautiful. Alright? And I'm gonna start with number, I have 7 to give it to you. I'm gonna start with number 1 actually, and being the 7th one, the most one that I would like to share with you. This is gonna be 2 parts, so stay with me, alright? So number 1 would be the Prelude by Bach. Number 1 from the Well-Tempered Clavier, and it is this one. I love this one. So I'm gonna leave it into the description. You do have a 5 parts tutorial made it in details, even for those that they don't read notes. I'm explaining it every single finger and practice with you in 5 parts, the entire piece. So please go there and check it out because it's a good one, right? So what would you learn from this one? It's you to, first of all, practice the transition in between right and left hand. Because you see here, left and right, how it goes. Right? Instead of playing. Right? Nah, yeah, that wasn't good, right? Alright, so you can see the legato, it's smooth, and then transition in between left and right, it's really smooth. And with a little bit of crescendo, right? And creating that beautiful music for Ave Maria by Gounod, right? Second, what you're gonna learn from this one is the chords. obviously, because everything is based on chords. Explain it in details in my tutorial, 5 parts. Check it out into the, it's called classical tutorials and tips. That's where you're gonna find it, 5 parts. Number 2 on my list, it's Hanon by Packable. This is one of the most requested songs for any wedding that you would go to, right? This one. My dog started singing with me. It's so cool. That's why actually I messed up a little bit, because I'm like, oh, he's like, oh, oh. Smokey is here, exactly right here, right here. So cute. Okay. Again, so first of all, you do have the tutorial under classical tutorials and tips into the playlist. Okay. So Hanon, it's very, very famous. I do teach actually three different levels, so that's why it's no-brainer for you to pick whatever level you are. But definitely you gotta be like at least a late beginners. Okay, so you gotta have 2 years or something, or less. Who knows? I don't know. So I do have here a Hanon in D. Arranged piano solo by William Palmer. I hope you can see this, and it's a really good one for beginners. And then I have another one that it's a little bit harder, as you can see, but well, I don't know, for the intermediate, and that's good. It is transcribed from piano, Hanon, and I don't know. Okay, it's here saying arranged by Marion Verhaalen. Verhaalen. Okay, and then it is another one that it's a little harder, transcribed from piano by Rocco Iacovone. I will try to leave the links from Amazon, and then you can find on Amazon different other transcription. So what would you learn from this one? Actually, from this one, first of all, obviously you learn these chords like you know. Right? So you will learn this 8 chords, doing it over and over again very, very, very well. Secondly, it's about a little bit of coordination. So if you're just a late beginner and you're gonna do this one, I would recommend you this one. Even doing this is gonna be challenging. Then you might, if you wanna go a little bit more, you learn a little arpeggio on the left hand. It shows, all right? So you learn the arpeggio, and then you are practicing those arpeggio, at least for the left hand, a lot. So you're learning chords, you're learning arpeggios, you're learning coordination, and then on top of everything, you might be invited to a wedding and you're gonna have so much fun, okay? Playing it, or just enjoy it. Everybody knows the piece, so it's very famous, all right? So that would be recommendation number 2. Number 3 on my list is the famous Who doesn't know this one, right? I don't know if anyone on earth does not know Fur Elise, even though lots of them, they don't know is Für Elise. I don't think it's impossible to not have heard Für Elise, you know, even though they might not know the name, but the tune, everybody knows it. So this Für Elise, again, I do have an entire tutorial in detail, you know, but I would recommend you. So first of all, this one, it can be played for late beginners or even quite a beginner in various way. Again, very easy. Or again, you are learning even as a beginner some chords on the left hand, the A minor, the E major, and then the C major, and some G and A, and so on and so forth, right? So that you're learning a little bit of a chords, right? Then you can apply it as is written or in an easy version like that with the left hand, or as it's written here, octave and over and here, right? And still be able to play. And by the way, in my tutorial, I have the entire story behind the Für Elise, you know, that, you know, how Beethoven composed it, how he was in love with her student, that he was, I believe her name was Giulietta, and she was like 16, and the parents didn't want to, you know, did not agree, and then he got a little upset about it and composed the middle section. Is it not cute? So obviously, you as an intermediate right now, you can do this middle section together with this one, the last one. Right? So that would be the third section of Für Elise, and that made more for intermediate students, you know. But you can do it as a late beginners, but literally very, very, very slow, right? So you're learning a lot of stuff. It's nice to play it. Everybody knows it. On top of everything, you learn how to do legato. You learn how to do crescendo, decrescendo, again transition in between the hands, like in prelude, you know, and oh, and you do learn pedaling, okay, like in prelude as well, and canon indeed, the pedaling. I'm calling the legato pedal because it's not on the count, it's off the count, and now off the count. Maybe we'll do another tutorial on that one as well. I'm gonna write it down to do it some point in time. But you're learning pedaling, you're learning chords, so many things, okay? So I hope you did enjoy this. It's coming part 2, so stay tuned with the next 4 to go, okay?